There's no I in team, but there are 3 I's in Tech Buzz. Actually, not really, but it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the official new iPad announcement, what to look out for at the IT Show 2012, and I meet Mr. Wright, Ian Wright. There were rumors of a high-res Retina display, 4G LTE speeds, a quad-core processor, and an ability to see into the future. Well, we kid on the last one, but Steve Jobs did have the power of foresight and knew what consumers wanted before they even knew, right? So now that the new iPad has finally been announced, we bring you the top 5 features that have been worth the wait. Number 5. The home button is still there, and yes, it's a big deal because our resident mobile phone reviewer Aloysius is eating his words. He'll be walking around barefooted for 2 days because he said that there would be no home button. Number 4. Compared with less than 1 megapixel on the iPad 2, a 5 megapixel rear-facing camera is a huge jump. Guess we'll be seeing a lot more people shooting photos and videos with their iPads now. Hey guys, it's heavier than the iPad 2. Number 3. Support for 4G LTE connectivity. Not that it matters too much to us in Asia though, unless you go to the US a lot, as it only supports the North American LTE networks. Number 2. The CPU is still a dual-core chip, but the graphics processor has been upgraded to a quad-core version. The increased power can go into multimedia, multitasking, and handling the increased number of pixels on screen. And number 1. A higher-res screen that is unmatched by any other mobile device. All the better to view the CNET site with.
If you're planning a trip to Suntec City this weekend, don't. Unless you're here to brave the crowds at the IT Show 2012. Besides the usual bargains and star buys, which you can view on our microsite, here are some highlights to look out for at the show.
The Game Changer wants to change the way you play games on your iPad. Using your iPad, we're assuming the old one since the new iPad isn't out yet. You spin a wheel on the screen and move pieces on the connected board. Well, at least it's a little more social than Angry Birds. You can also monitor your blood pressure and weight using these iHealth devices and your iPad. Connected via Bluetooth, the digital scale and blood pressure meter can track your weight and heart health using apps. Gaming fans rejoice as Razer has some models on display. No, not these ones, but its Blade laptop and Tiamat 7.1 headset. The Blade has an LCD panel under the keys that can also function as a multi-touch trackpad. The Tiamat, on the other hand, has been delayed time and again. It's claimed to have the world's first true 7.1 surround sound, which will give you crystal clear audio. Even if you can afford the $2,800 and $180 for the Blade and Tiamat 7.1 respectively, sorry, they're still not for sale. Ladies and gentlemen, I have met Mr. Wright. Actually, our paths have crossed once before when I was waitressing at a posh hotel bar 8 years ago. My heart pounded the moment I laid eyes on him because he's none other than Ian Wright, the irreverent travel show host. We catch up with him for a quick chat about his travels, photography, and issue a shooting challenge.
What's your favorite location for shooting in Singapore?
I think my favourite place in Singapore is the harbour. When you look down from Marina Stage on all the boats coming out, because it's quite an extraordinary sight, quite a unique sight. There's nowhere on earth where I've seen that kind of harbour, all those boats, and it just looks amazing. They look like toy boats, you know, because there's so many of them. I've never seen so many boats. It's brilliant. Favourite country to take photos in, which I didn't realise until I went there, was in Sikkim, which is in India, which is northeast, up there between Bhutan and Nepal and China. We was there in a monastery, and it was Rumtek Monastery, which is one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen. I mean, it's like, you know, a bunch of 12-year-olds have been given free paint and gone in and just gone absolutely mental. And everywhere you put a camera, it doesn't matter if you're a rubbish photographer or not, everywhere you put a camera, your pictures just look extraordinary. I don't know, the thing is that portraits can be intimidating, so you have to obviously go up to someone, I think anyway, because it's just rude. There's nothing worse than just going, you know, even me with a hand, that's rude, that feels horrible. Why you think you can just take a picture of someone without asking is a bit naughty. So, you know, ask, and then once you do take a picture, then the best thing is always to show, and then because it's a bit more respectful, and then it's more fun, and then they go, yeah, I'll take the clothes off, you know. So I think it's just engaging with the the subject if you're doing portraits. So, you know, befriend and chat, and so it just feels, you know, normal.
Now we're going to see how you put that advice to good use.
Okay.
You're going to be pitted against our resident photography expert, Sean.
Ooh.
So the challenge for both of you is to shoot 3 interesting portraits in 5 minutes.
Okay.
The winner will be decided by our viewers in a poll, and your
Yes.
time begins now.
Rubbish! Rubbish!
Here are the best photos from Ian and Sean. Who do you think is the winner? Vote in our online poll. In the meantime, you can enjoy more of Ian's insanity on Invite Mr. Right, starting March 29th at 10 p.m. on Discovery Travel and Living. That's all for Tech Buzz this week. Thanks for watching and see you next week. I'm Jacqueline, buzzing out.
I rest my case.